you go, boys and girls. So there's 7 sections of a pole, and we've got a top 2 with, it's probably 16 to 18 or maybe 18 and 20 elastic on there. It's about, I'm trying to think, what's got a 14 hook, so a small hook for you carpers. And we've got a dog biscuit on there, but some think Tesco's do a shit version now. So the carp are right in the top here like this. I don't know, 20 or 30 there, it might be a bit more than, I might have put a couple more sections out there. So I'm going to try and pick a big one and plonk it in front of his nose. So I've only got like 6 foot of line, and I've got to go right to left because the shadow is running, look, the shadow's running that way, you see. So I don't want to be putting the pole here because they'll see the pole. If I put it beyond the shadow, they'll only see is the pole and not the shadow. You know, we'll walk around the side of the lake so you can see more of the other carp that are rising up. You might be able to see them easy now. Look at them, look. So they're all just shut off now because they can hear me or see me, one of the two. But I did see one here. There must have been, I don't know, they say there's 26 in here, that's about the biggest. There's one called a carrot because it looks like a carrot, obviously, because it's orange. There's obviously a big common that's 26 as well. There's loads of, they were hanging out by that big weed bed, but I'm going to try and pop one in front of his nose and see what happens if I can catch one. I ain't done it, but you get swarmed by them seagulls down there. And as bad as stunner, but you do get swarmed by seagulls. So we're going to give it a go in 2 places, over there first, and over, obviously here you can see a bit better. So I might go here, here and here, make 3 swims and 3 goes. It might be a bit difficult videoing it though, because I haven't got a GoPro stick on my head. But I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. Just watch this space. I don't know if you can see down there, but there's loads. Look, let me just zoom in a bit. You might be able to see the dark shapes, but they're under the water. They ain't that far away. They're only like 8 feet, 10 feet from the bank. There's about 6 or 7 there. There's another 6 or 7 spread out a bit there. So obviously loads around that corner, and a lad on that, the Syndicate Lake over there. Simo's his nickname. Alan Turner will know his camo to you and me. So there's the pole. We're going to have to wait till they come in a bit closer. Because as close as I can get to the bank, which is probably about here, I'm popping in front of their nose. They may or may not. There's a big one out there, right in front of me, just there. This one's floating, that's good. Because some of these dog biscuits don't float. So I'm going to go for a walk around there and see if we can catch one. Move his nose and see what happens. Oh fucking hell, I just scared it and I tired tonight, look. So he comes up for it. No, I don't like it, it's like an alien bit in it. I might come for it. Yeah, watch, 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 watch. Watch, watch, watch. Yeah. Got it, see? Easy peasy. It's like funfair fishing, isn't it? Remember the old days of the funfair? You used to put a little twiggy over there, flop with a bit of line. This is one-handed videoing Mickey P stuff off the top. Dog biscuit. You don't need a controller. Not in this lake, well, you might do. But it hasn't been enforced yet. One-handed. Then I've got to go because I've got to catch a fish. And over to that side, there's loads of weed floating down there. I'm not sure you can see it. Let's have a look, zoom in a bit. So you can see the weeds to the right, you can't really see it. And there's about 30 foot to my right. But all the fish who were here, they're all bolted. So I've only probably got 3 goes at this. And this ain't like a 20, wish it was a 20, it'd be nice, but I reckon it's a 9, but it's bolted straight to the bottom. I reckon it's gone into the mossweed down at the bottom, I'm not sure though. Because the elastic's stuck there now, we're going to free it and bring the fish into the net. Unless it's just shot the hook or something, I don't know. Yeah, it did bolt straight into the weed, as you can see, look, there's the weed there. Oh, I might lose this touch my the armpit. Probably a video in one arm, but I've got my full arm on the pole, makes it look nice and easy. So basically it's part of my forearm now. I'm going to bring the fish in. Got about, I don't know, 8 foot elastic. I've got a 5 foot bit of line. I could put a little float on there, nice and easy, put a float on there, take it back to 1 foot, 2 foot, then bring the fish close into the margin. It's right in front of me. It's probably a low double or something, I don't know. On the end of these scales is a right way scale, so you can see how heavy it is. Oh, it's a fully scaled mirror. There she is, back in the net. Set of scales on there. I'll lift them up. As you can see, 11.5. Ooh, can't see nothing here. 11.5. Yeah, lovely. Yep, and we're into another one. Let's string it down a bit again. You can see my pole now. It's not millions of miles away. I'm trying to keep my volume down, obviously, because if they hear me, they shoot off. I don't think it's a whopper, so now I've had the small ones, like low doubles. We're going to get a clonker out of somewhere and just pick that one off. But they're a bit tentative about coming for dog biscuits. It's hit and miss. This one was sinking through the water, it was. So I've got this elastic, and in my hand, which is there, I can pull from the side. It's called a side bear. There's the bottom bear. You pull this elastic towards you, and it increases the tension on the elastic. It's like a fishing reel. Basically, you pull it, like keep pulling it, a couple of feet this end, and it brings it up that end. It's a small common. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 pounds, something like that, whatever it is. I've only got a 14 hook on here, so that's tiny. That's tiny. And I've got a 3.2mm band. For you carpers, are still tiny, but what I do is I put a baiting needle on there, and I can dig a hole into a boilie and use it as a bait stop. Pull the elastic through the other side, it pops out and holds it there and stays in place. So you never lose the bait stop, in this case elastic band. It doubles up for small pellets, 6mm, 8mm. Not quite good for 4mm. I think these are all just tiny micro pellets. It's all quite clear water, but down there it drops off rapidly. You've got moss weeds on the bottom. And we're going to put method feeders in later with liquidised bread. So I put it in the liquidiser earlier on. I put it into like powder almost. Beautiful little common. Really good neck. Lips are beautiful. No dodgy little lips or anything like that. Come back in a minute. After I caught those two carp off the top, one here and one to the right, they all buggered off. They will be coming back in the morning. They might be around there now, but I can't be asked. I'm on the bottom now. I've had one off the bottom. I was just setting up and doing hook links now, just passing time as you do. Forecast mega rain tonight and tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. I'm here early Sunday morning, hopefully. I might get less than 48 hours, but we'll see. Night time is definitely for the eels. Night time is definitely not for carp on this lake for some reason. I ain't got a clue why. Don't know if they're near the top. I fish near the top on carp setups. Eel takes. I've had eels on roach heads, little nibbles. That's about it. That's about 2 o'clock in the morning. So it gets dark about 9ish. So now I'm waffling on. Tomorrow morning we'll go around that corner that way where we videoed earlier, and I'll see if they're about from 7 o'clock to 10:30. If it's flat water, they're all congregate in that corner. So we'll try and get them off the top in the morning. See how it goes. This is why it's not advisable to throw dog's biscuits out. So like I said, it's not really good for dog biscuits. It's got to be discreet, otherwise you get a swarm. Look, over there. Let's have a zoom in. Oh, come on. There we go. He's wandering around next to you, pooping on the floor. He's got to be careful walking out barefoot, obviously. But it's very, very serene, and the farmer allows us to fish next to his prize sheep, obviously, because they're worth a few quid. Don't know how much they're worth, but whatever they're worth. So he has trust in us, and we have trust in him.